Hey guys, I'm Greta Eagan and I am your Style plus Sustainability host. And today I want to talk to you about a mainstream and fast fashion retailer that has an eco-conscious line. So you may be thinking, how can a fast fashion retailer be eco-conscious? Well, they are making some strides. So I am here to point it out to you, and I've done a haul from that retailer. So let's dive in. Oh, and stay tuned to the end of the video because I'm going to be giving you my tested and true tips on how to look super fabulous for New Year's Eve. So the retailer I'm talking about is H&M. And H&M is certainly known as a fast fashion retailer, but in 2012, they launched their Conscious Exclusive Collection. So H&M Conscious Collection is committed to using sustainable and organic or renewable fibers and fabrics. H&M uses their conscious collections to test new and innovative ways of incorporating these new technologies and sustainable practices, fabrics, into their production, and then they roll it out across the entirety of their line and their different brands, which falls right in step with their commitment and their ambitious goal to use only sustainable and recycled fabrics across their entire supply chains by 2030. P.S. How are you guys liking my makeup today? I did something a little bit different. I used this Kosas, what do they call this? Tinted face oil. So I haven't really gotten into this. I'm still not sure if I'm sold on it, but I thought I'd give it another try, and instead of rubbing it into my skin, which didn't seem to work very well the last time I used it, I actually patted it and I did a couple layers. I feel like it has a natural effect, which I like, but I'm not totally sold on the coverage. I feel like it's a little bit splotchy. It doesn't quite give me the coverage that some of the other products that I've used do, so I'm not sure, but maybe summertime this could be like my go-to thing, especially with a little SPF in there. Golden. And then the other thing that I want to highlight is Cupid and Psych Beauty. My best friend sent this to me for my birthday. So I've been wearing it. It's a little pink, and in fact, you can go very pink, which is kind of cool. And you know, I don't know if you guys have been watching The Crown and getting into these like 80s moments with a revisitation of Princess Diana and all of her beauty and just personality. So this lipstick, I sort of feel like is channeling that era, and I'm having fun with it. So I've pulled some pieces from H&M's Conscious Collection. I did it around New Year's Eve outfits, so hopefully I'll be giving you some inspiration just in time for New Year's Eve. And I do want to dive in and just start to go through the pieces, telling you about how they are sustainable and highlighting the ways that this Conscious Collection actually is conscious. First up, we have this incredible dress. This is a bodycon sort of mini dress that has the over-the-shoulder asymmetrical detail here, sort of poofy. Oh my God, I am so excited to try this one on. So I do want to highlight what makes this green. Obviously, if you guys don't know this yet, when you're shopping in a store, something that hopefully we will do again someday, when you're shopping in a store, the H&M Conscious Collection, you can actually spot it from the hang tags. And I love this because you truly can just scan the store for the Conscious Collection. Sometimes they'll have a banner up a bit above as well, but I just look for the green tag. So this green tag right here will say Conscious Collection. And then it'll tell you what is conscious about this material, about this garment. So in this case, the shell is 100% recycled polyester, the lining is 59% recycled polyester, 80% pre-consumer waste, and 20% post-consumer waste. Amazing. So for this look, I just really embraced how party, festive, fun, just this. I mean, you can even puff this up even more. It's pretty spectacular. And just paired it with some earrings that are also just really fun, sort of over the top, especially with this hair. I just feel like it all came together in a really fun, almost sort of 80s way, which I like. And then I did pair it with some thigh-high stockings to stay warm, and then some little boots. Instead of doing the
stockings with the boots, which where I live, this is what I would need because it's really cold here. You could do a bare leg with a really beautiful strappy metallic sandal, and I think that that would come together super well. I do really like having the hair down and curly for this one, especially because it does have the off the shoulder, so you kind of want to show that off a little bit. So anyway, this one I am loving. I think this is a keeper.
On to dress number 2. This is a velvet sort of baby doll shaped dress. It's a little bit more of that boxy shape. This is an extra small and it's actually like pretty big. But you can see it has a really cool bell sleeve detail, just sort of that oversized, but because it's a mini baby doll style, it is gonna be short, I think, or I hope. So super cute. Also has a nice scoop neckline, so that will be really flattering. And then let's check that tag, that green tag, to see what makes this conscious. So 20% post-consumer waste, lining is 100% recycled polyester. All right, second look here, and this is a little bit more of a traditional velvet dress that you might see and wear not only for the holidays, because velvet is such a good fit for the holidays, but I could definitely see this wearing another time. In fact, this one feels a little bit like it could go Halloween-y, so maybe get a 2-for-1 here. I love this sleeve detail. It is so fun, just the super big bell sleeve, and then because it's more of a mini dress style, I paired it with some leggings or some stockings and my knee boots. So it's kind of a perfect outfit that is a little less flashy, but definitely dressed up and probably more versatile for other occasions as well. If you wanted to make this a bit dressier, I would maybe layer some long necklaces here. You have such a beautiful neckline, but you could really just like layer even some of those sequin boa kind of things. I think that would be really fun. So I just want to be really honest with you guys. In the past, and even now, I actually feel conflicted about talking about conscious fashion that comes from a fast fashion brand. It just feels like those two things are not synonymous at all. And of course, there's the ethics behind the production and you know, what sort of labor is being used, what sort of wage is being paid, and the safety of the manufacturing facility. All of those things definitely come into play, and I do think they're very important, of course. So in highlighting this, I just wanted to open the conversation to be really real with you guys, that is still something that I am definitely concerned about and checking in on. H&M does list on their website how they comply with the, you know, sort of regulations and laws, which is good, but I think the loophole there is that sometimes the laws in other countries aren't as stringent as the laws in our country, and so when we sort of blindly accept that, it actually doesn't translate into something that you do want to support. So it's worth looking into and making sure that those things are more in alignment than not with what you want to support by the pieces that you purchase. What I do come back to is that a big manufacturer, a big brand like this, making strides towards sustainability and making these grand commitments to 2030 sustainable fabrics and recycled closed loop materials being their only source of materials is a huge statement and requires a lot on the back end that really does get a lot of other manufacturers and fabric producers and growers on board with these sustainable practices. So again, this is a personal choice, but I did want to bring it into the conversation, and I'd love to have your guys' thoughts. If you want to open this conversation more in the comments, we can all educate each other and really sort of keep this conversation going, which is super important. Next, I have sort of a brocade material style dress that, again, I guess this oversized, especially like puffy sleeve thing is still super in, which is really fun. Looks rather big. I'm gonna have to try it on and and maybe cinch it in. Hopefully it works. This is an extra small, but it has a deep V neck. So if you're smaller chested, it's sort of nice. You can show some of that skin and have the V come down further, which is what I think is gonna be how I will style it. So this is interesting. I think they're doing a new tag as well. So this is not the standard green. The green is on the back here, but it does say the H&M Conscious Collection here. Maybe this is because this is an exclusive. They have a different sort of tag to make it a little bit special. It says this garment is made from recycled polyester textiles. Using recycled polyester diverts textile waste from ending up in landfills or being burned and reduces the use of petroleum as a raw material. On to another look here. This dress is something that I wouldn't normally choose, but I really think it's so stunning and sophisticated and elegant, but also kind of playful. I mean, it's just all the things. So it has this very deep V neck, which I left open and layered some necklaces, and then it cinches in at the waist, is still that sort of mini skirt length, and so I kept my stockings on and then put these sock boots to go with it. Of course, if this felt a little too risque, I mean, honestly, I'm styling it for you here now, but would I wear this in public? I don't know, maybe. It depends. It depends on where I'm going. But you could certainly, you know, hide a little pin in here and make that cinch a little bit higher, and that way you do get a little bit of more coverage, but it's still got that beautiful elegant line in the front. I also got a pair of trousers because when I was cleaning out my closet, you guys might remember from a few videos back, I was doing a big closet cleanse, and I have a pair of trousers in there that are so old. I mean, I think they're like 10 years old, but they're great. I think they're Max Mara. They're like super high quality, but they are that lower waist, sort of low rider style instead of the high waist style, which is more of where we're at right now and feels a bit more modern. So while I was able to style those with a shirt that goes a bit longer and sort of hides where that waistline is, and I still like the length and the straight line of the trouser leg, I did want to pick up a pair that was a bit more modern and had that high waist style. So when I saw these were in the Conscious Collection, part of the holiday edit. They're just a classic black. They're a little bit like a super wide leg, and they do come up sort of above your belly button, high-waisted. So this pair of trousers, super cute with these little pocket details in the back as well. This was something that I wanted to try and is a conscious choice that I'm making to bring into my wardrobe to fill a gap. So it sort of hits all the marks there. And then of course, let's see what makes it actually conscious. Eastman Naya Renew is a cellulosic yarn made from 60% certified wool fibers and 40% recycled waste plastic. The lining is 100% organic cotton. Awesome. So I love this because they're educating you about a sustainable fabric, a sustainable fiber that they are producing, which is using the wool and then this recycled waste. As I mentioned earlier, this is part of how H&M brings new ideas, new fabrics, new sustainability initiatives into their manufacturing, and it sounds like this cellulosic yarn is going to be a sustainable fabric that they either created or was created for them and that they're using to make pieces, and then obviously they're testing it in the Conscious Collection, and if it does well, then they roll it out through the rest of their manufacturing.
Well, you're such a good helper, but I need to get those pants that you're on top of. Could I get those pants to style, please?
So this is the look I was least sure of, but I love the way it came together, and I think it's so wearable. It's something that if I was going to a New Year's dinner, this is probably the right outfit. So I paired my little sequin bralette top underneath this see-through sort of tulle layered top that I have. I don't really know what to call it, but it's a great top. I've only worn it once before. It's very special. It's, you know, it's an occasion top. It's something that when you want to get dressed up and make a statement, it's the right thing. So I put some sequins underneath it to make it a little bit more festive. And then I paired it with these trousers. And I love a wide leg trouser. Sorry you guys, I didn't steam these. I'm sort of racing the light to get this filmed for you. So they would look better if they were fully steamed. And then I just did a heel for a little height, but I love the way this came together. It's a little bit more cool and relaxed, and that's why I think it would be perfect for sort of a holiday dinner party. Another look that I considered was wearing, I have this really beautiful lace bodysuit, which with a wide leg trouser, a little high-waisted, is such a perfect go-to thing. So that would be another option. I just wanted to pull this thing out and add the sparkles underneath to make it a little bit more festive.
That is it for my H&M haul, but I do have one bonus outfit for you. You guys know how much I love Rent the Runway, and I rented this dress, which I think is the right tone for this New Year's Eve, which is not that we're gonna be going all out and partying, although maybe next year, once we've all been vaccinated, it is going to be a huge party. But for this year, something a little more subdued, something that has a little bit of this metallic detail through it. Again, this is a shorter length, and I'm planning to wear it with stockings and some to the knee or over the knee boots. So this is probably gonna be my actual New Year's outfit, and I will style it up and show you. Final look here, and I have my Rent the Runway dress, which is just so classic. I love this tall neckline, and I paired it with my sort of costume jewelry that I have that I pull out for special occasions. So you can see this is the Rent the Runway dress that I was showing you earlier, and I love this high neckline, just so modest, easy to wear anywhere, but it does have some fun detail, like a sheer sleeve here, and then I did the little tie in the front, which you could do up here by the neck as a bow as well, which would be really cute. And then it does have a little something fun going on where some ruching on the side and then a bit of a short mini skirt. So I did it with a bare leg and then paired it with some velvet heels. So this is, as of now, this is my New Year's look. And even though I'm not going out, COVID, we're not doing anything, still so fun to dress up and to have a date night with your boo. So this is what I'll be wearing. I think this look is so appropriate for, you know, if you were able to do an office holiday party. This is the sort of thing that is totally appropriate. You're covered up, you look professional and dressed up, and it's festive. You know, it does have a little bit of a short skirt, which you could wear with some stockings and heels, or you could wear with some stockings and boots, which would be really cute as well. So this one is a very versatile piece that I think I will be getting a lot of mileage out of. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video and found some outfit inspiration too. Before we wrap up, I did want to give you those tips on how to be New Year's Eve ready. It's really just about elevating whatever you're doing to make it that much more fabulous. So bringing in sequins, glitter, of course, feathers, velvet, silk, any of these, and metallics, any of these sort of more glamorous and luxurious fibers and fabrics are gonna elevate your look. Thank you so much for watching, you guys. I love doing these videos for you. Please leave in the comments if there's anything else that you want me to touch upon, any topics, and of course to keep this very important conversation about fast fashion, having an eco-conscious collection, how we feel about it, how we're navigating it. Put that in the comments so that we continue that conversation. Be sure to subscribe so you don't miss a video. I have a new video coming out every Sunday. Until then, I'll see you guys next week.